Maybe you'll never die, maybe you're gonna live forever and ever and never mind. Hello, I'm Nathaniel Hoover, aka Gemini Laser, and this is a bonus video to accompany my playthrough of Mega Man 7, covering all sorts of things that, for one reason or another, never made it into my final videos. There are neat tricks I'll show you, fun glitches, embarrassing bloopers, things that you might not have noticed about the game. For example, the fact that Dr. Wily is a woman? Let's put the moon back there, Earth, whatever sphere that is. Dr. Wooga Wooga. Oh, right, and version differences between the North American release that I played and the Japanese release. For example, flavor text on the stage intro screens. Why didn't we get this? Take your time, Shade Man. Another difference is that, randomly, instead of Dr. Light explaining to Mega Man what his newest weapon does, Mega Man explains it to Roller Otto. Comedy ensues. Otto wants to attach Wild Coil to his legs to increase his jumping power, waxes poetic about fireworks when you show him Danger Rap, falls asleep at the sound of Noise Crush, wonders whether Junk Shield will attract his missing bolt, proclaims that Freeze Cracker is his favorite food, tells Mega Man he can heat the bath with Scorch Wheel, which is ridiculous, that's Magma Man's job, narrowly avoids copyright infringement when Slash Claw makes him think of the game Strider, and hears about Thunderbolt and panics that his belly button has been stolen. Roll, completely in character for a housekeeping robot, thinks about how much of a mess Junk Shield will make indoors, plans a barbecue dinner powered by Scorch Wheel, considers making brooches with Freeze Cracker, asks whether Noise Crush is more intense than Dr. Light singing, and wants to use Slash Claw to prune trees, Wild Coil to repair Dr. Light's bed, Thunderbolt to save on their electric bill, and Danger Rap to blow up the garbage. I mean, that's how I do it. Oh, and some of the weapon names are different, such as Crush Noise, because first and last names are reversed in Japan, I don't trust you, Dr. Wooga Wooga, and all that. Sadly, there's no Crush Coil or Crush Jet to accompany Crush Noise, but there is a Blue Shield, a Thunder Strike, and a Burning Wheel, and a slightly different ending, as I mentioned in my playthrough. Except I'm not proficient enough in Japanese to translate whatever he's saying here. Sorry. Now, people who complain that Mega Man 7 follows the Game Boy format of 4 bosses, then 4 bosses, this password fixes that issue. It unlocks all 8 Robot Masters from the get-go. The only thing is that you miss out on the intro stage and the mid-stage, but if you're really a purist, maybe that doesn't bother you so much. What? Welcome Reggae from the land of obscure Mega Man characters. Oh, and you made me lose my password progress. Here we go. This is the right code with a 2 at the end, not a 1. Ooh, spooky. They're all ghost-like. It becomes quickly apparent that the later 4 bosses really shouldn't be fought without the weapons of the first 4 bosses. And like anything I show you in this video, this password may or may not work on every single version of Mega Man 7 that exists. So don't blame me if it don't work. Here, we have a series of numbers that may look familiar if you've seen the very end of the game, below the Capcom logo at the end. Starting to look familiar, maybe? This is the ultimate password. Enter it in normally, and lo and behold, all of the bosses are beaten, everybody's available, and you've got all sorts of stuff. Look at this. All of your weapons are completely filled out, and look at all that swag. Going back to this ultimate password, if you hold L and R when you press start, that is, on the controller, you can't just expect to reach into a box of alphabets and grab an L and an R. Well, anyhow, you access the top secret, whatever this mode is. Somebody help me out here. So, left side, controller 1, player 1, right side, controller 2, player 2. You can swap, whether you're playing as Mega Man or Bass, by pressing the control pad. When you enter into this mode, you just get to beat the snot out of each other. For the record, I am terrible at fighting games, so this will be equal parts demonstration and blooper reel. In addition to the regular attacks that you have, your shooting and your charging shooting, you can do a couple secret moves in here. That, for example, looks like it could be helpful. Oh yeah, so you have a dodge, a feint warp, which is pressing up twice in succession. You can also do that Sonic Crusher move while Bass is in the air, forward tap twice, and then hit the attack button, and you guys are going too fast. Stop that! Oh man! I don't even know what to say anymore. Bass, you're cruel. That booster kick that he was doing to me is, what is that, a quarter circle? Like, right, down, diagonal, something rather than attacking, and... I am not very good at this, or at explaining this. This is not my forte. This is Forte's forte. So, I'm gonna go back to what I'm good at. Blowing up on spikes. I'm a natural. What can I say? Going back to versus mode. Yay! I won one! If you win 2 rounds, you win. and then you get booted out to the main screen and try again. Hey, I can slide too, which is down, down, jump. Why couldn't it just be down and jump like usual? Anyhow, as we saw in the intro, you, if you're playing on an emulator, can turn on and off the foreground and background layers, so that's pretty cool to look at, and just for the fun of it, that's what happens when there's not a boss in the chamber, if you revisit a boss chamber. But if there is a boss in the chamber and he sucks your robot blood, you die like that. There's a lot of ways to die in this game, in fact, and I've found many of them. Part of what takes me so long to make these videos is situations like this where I just need to practice more. So this footage is completely out of the question for the final playthrough. Let's give this one more shot. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work! I'm not gonna make this work. Oh, thinking about beat, here's another fun thing about versus mode. Fun, right? It's the little touches that elevate this game. I get such a kick out of that. I want to kick something. You! Oh, you totally deserve to get kicked. Which is appropriate because we seem to be on an animal kick right now. Here's the useless hopping turtle. We also have two other varieties of turtle in this battle. There's the gives me terrible flashbacks of Mighty Bomb Jack turtle, and the ground burrowing bounding the bounding turtles. That makes so much more sense. You can go back into storage for a while. Bye. Here's a good idea executed unfortunately. No one was convinced by that. So, first of all, secret passage to somewhere. Second of all, noise crush. It's just a little too loud for our driver, which is kind of funny because it looks like a noisy machine. But the problem is, we're back here. I don't want to do that all over again. I know, let's give Slashman a bubble bath. Okay, guess he doesn't like that, but that's kind of fun, that the mines bounce around the room. Slish, slash, I'm not taking a bath. I'll keep that one to myself. So here's a switch. In Mega Man 3, you hit Magnet Man with electricity, he gets hurt. But in Mega Man 7, you hit Spring Man with electricity, he turns into a magnet, and you get hurt. Ow. Interestingly, Junk Shield had no impact on him during that holding information. Animation is the word that I'm looking for, but my brain's a little scrambled because of all of these magnets around it, you see. Yet another example of how your special weapons can interact in fun and unique ways with the enemies and the environments. You know, we don't need to watch me getting slammed into another ceiling. I can do that all by myself. No more ceilings, okay? No more slamming into Thank you, that's better. I feel a montage coming on, a rush search montage of all the stuff you can dig up, including, but not limited to, this big bolt that I missed, broken sunglasses, a boot, toy robot, doll, dentures, bag of potato chips, a can, another can, a watering can? Why so many cans? Good job, Rush. Take a nap, you deserve it. What's this? An area that looks like it continues to the left? Let's explore with Rush Jet, because this has never turned out poorly for me. This stage never gonna end. Sorry, I was getting a drink. Did something happen? I am gonna get no sympathy from this platform. Yes, I see that you're exploding now. Get out of my way. Out of my way. This platform is also taking me along for the ride. Wibbity 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 wibbity. Wibbity wibbity. Here's an I can't believe I just pulled that off moment. And another one. Wow. Nicely done, me. Nicely dumb, maybe. Arm, please refrain from doing your dive missile impression in the middle of the fortress. Thank you. Ooh, I could use some rush coil energy. I could use some energy. Help a guy out. Okay, I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna pull off this sweet trick with this enemy who isn't here. Dude, you know I was recording today. You can't call out sick. At least Rush never lets me down. Good old trusty faithful, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Sometimes a stupid plan is a stupid plan. Of course Slashman is gonna stab me in the back. Sometimes the stupid plan is the best plan. The audio is accidentally absent for this clip, but it's still fun to watch Mega Man hover mysteriously for a second as he collects a health power-up he won't be needing anymore. During one of the long delays between episodes, I released a video called What Could Possibly Be Taking So Long? This is the trick I was trying to pull off in that video. It worked perfectly once, and never again. Speaking of that video, here are a couple takes that didn't make the cut.
No.
Raw! I am Drillman!
I'll stop you with my rolling cutter. No, I can't. Press the button.
Raw! I am Drillman!
I'll stop you with my rolling cutter. Unless my arm falls off. Run away!
And now for a montage of amusing things that happen when you go through doors. Yes, Mega Man, your pain amuses me. Let's spice this up with weapons. You can lodge your Danger Rap. That's not too interesting. Danger Rap isn't spicy, I guess. Lightning precedes Thunder. Dr. Light's thing precedes Thunderbolt. Yes, Mega Man, you're a thing now. If you need a place to throw out your junk and can't find a trash can, the nearest Freeze Man will do. See? Eco-friendly. It's like the junk never existed at all. And if you still have junk you need to get rid of, wait around a moment and Freeze Man will make you an offer you can't refuse. Given my fondness for puns and references, you'd think I would have gone to town with a boss named Turbo Man, so let's see what I can pack in from Jingle All the Way, Wreck-It Ralph, that Snail Moo, or we could just kill Turbo Man. I can't believe I just did that. Me, the guy who gets to throw the last punch, who always swoops in to save the girl, and now I've destroyed the world's most dangerous burrito. And I may have broken the game. I'm frozen now. I thought I knew all the boss's attacks, but maybe Cloudman changed his weather pattern? So, read any good books lately? Yeah? Thought I saw something for a moment there. Oh, sure, game. Pretend like nothing happened. It's a beautiful day today. I think I'll take my dog for a walk. Most people would walk their dog in a park instead of the sky, but I am a doofus. Now, for a montage. This is becoming a montage of montages of wreaking havoc on the cutscenes by receiving an energy refill at a time when I shouldn't be able to receive one. Rush Search conveniently breaks my commitment to standing around listening to people yammer on about plot and character development. Here, and in the previous Fortress battle with Base, the result is fairly mundane, but it gets better. Ow. Ow. Better includes bodily harm. That's interesting. Trouble isn't supposed to be that far to the left, and he's tracking me. Looks like Rush is about to hike a football to Base. This isn't working. Let me see if I can damage Trouble with, the regret of destroying a beloved hero. And Base dodged my parting gift. Curious, the first shot affects Trouble, but not any of the subsequent ones. Let's see if Freeze Kraken makes a difference. Oh, and watch the text. Creepy. I'm glad I might have a friend like you too, Base. I can hit with crackers. To conclude... Hey there! Hiya! Hello! Stop exploding! Please stop exploding? Maybe I can float you off the screen in a bubble? Gentle bubbles. Calgon, take him away. No? Alright, come up there and take a look at the problem myself. Oh, Rush, not you too! Who welded the springboard compartment shut? New plan. I'm imagining what things look like from where Wily's sitting, this buffoon gliding past him, probably grinning and waving. Maybe we can punch a hole in the glass and he can crawl out? There's gotta be something we can do for the poor guy. Well, we tried. Come on, Arm. Let's go home. Bye, Wily.